Good evening, everybody. How are we today? Oh, that is good. I hope you've had a good day. Wednesday, middle of the week. Do we need a little bit of motivation to get us to the end? Well, a good night's sleep after a wonderful story, I'm sure will help. So what do we have for you this evening? Well, one of my lovely new friends from the Sue Atkins Book Club, Octavia Lonergan, has sent me a beautiful, beautiful story. Cat's Eye View of Litter. Now, who better to know what all of the parks and the streets are like? A cat, of course, who goes out all of the time wandering around with his friends. Well, we have Tibby here, and she loves to go outside and have a roam around, and we're going to listen to this wonderful story. But let me just tell you a little bit about Octavia. So you see, Octavia, she's a very clever lady, you know, because she's an author, an illustrator, remember? The pictures inside the book. She's also a graphic designer and a poet. She's loved poetry since she was a young child. In fact, she loves everything arty and musical, which is great, isn't it? She has two beautiful girls, but they're considerably younger than mine, which tells you Octavia is probably considerably younger than me. But they are her inspiration for her stories. So we'll read Octavia's beautiful story, and then maybe we could have a little chat about it. Because I think the story, the meaning behind this book is very, very important to all of us, okay? So, are you snuggled down in your pyjamas? Great, then here we go. Cat's Eye View of Litter, written and illustrated by Octavia Lonergan. Clever lady. So, maybe we'll find out who everybody is in the book. But first of all, Octavia writes to us all. To Avril, thank you for your support. Love and light, Octavia. So that just means that Octavia is thrilled that you're all getting to hear her story here this evening. Oh, and there she is. She's popped on. Hi, Octavia. Everybody, say hello to Octavia. She's watching too. Here we go. Oh, how wonderful. You know what I love about this book? You know the illustrations inside? All of the little cats are all drawn. They're all illustrated. But the actual pictures around, you see? Like the park and our gardens. Just like a cat would see them. It's amazing. Okay, so here we go then. Tibby. So this is Tibby here. Okay, she loves to carry her little pink mouse around with her. Okay. Tibby strolls along the wall, carrying her mouse. When there's too much noise inside, she likes to leave the house. Glancing down across the lawn, her friends come into view. Ozzy is stretched out on the grass. Leo and Mimi too. Here they all are, good friends together. Something's bothering her today, and so she feels she needs a chat. If you need some wise advice, the one to ask, another cat. Sometimes when it's nearly dark, I like to roam the park. Yesterday, I must confess, the park was in a dreadful mess. I thought that it was caused by foxes. They like bags and bins and boxes. But I asked them from a distance. Not them, they said, with firm insistence. And there are the foxes in the park. I think Tibby is very brave asking those foxes. Bins were full up, overflowing. Rubbish humans had been throwing, strewn across the grass were plastic bottles, food and glass. Oh, dearie me. Not good. Their rubbish could cause harm to others. Fathers, mothers, sisters, brothers. They really should take home their waste, and if they don't, they're a disgrace. Nodding wisely, Ozzy speaks, the oldest of the four. The others all look up to him, his words have helped before. Here he is. He's ready to give some wise words. It happens at the beaches too. Well, that's what I have heard. The litter could hurt anyone, a child, a pet, a bird. A careless dropping of a can could scratch someone, or worse, a broken bit of bottle cuts, and then they need a nurse. Little creatures could get trapped in rubbish on the ground, stuck inside a bag or tin. Who knows when they'd be found? Look at this poor hedgehog, caught in a crisp packet. It's all so bad for planet Earth. It's quite hard to explain, but I will try, for what it's worth, to make it clear and plain. The damage can go deeper than the ground on which it's thrown, polluting soil and water too, as sometimes it gets blown away across the grass into a nearby lake or pond, or from the shore into the sea, then drifting far beyond. Oh dear, what a very, very sad sight. A poor turtle caught in plastic. So take your rubbish home with you. If empty bins are hard to find, we cats think that's the thing to do. And then the earth will know you're kind. And that is very, very true, isn't it? It doesn't harm to take your rubbish home. Of course it doesn't. Stick it in a pocket, or maybe you have a bag with you. Always remember, little yogis, tell everybody to take their litter home. So what a lovely story with such a great message behind it. Did you like Octavia's story? Did you like it so much that I think it would be good to make a yoga story for this? Definitely. Can you imagine all of the stretching we could do? Just like a cat. Definitely. So you watch my page and I will schedule on there when we're doing this yoga story.